Hey everybody, not done no videos for a while, so I thought I'd just do a quick simple one just in case you ever have this problem. This is a toilet at work that has one of these, which you don't tend to see so much in the houses. I haven't noticed these brass inlet valves instead of the plastic you find in most places. Now what happens with this one is when it should shut off, there's just a little drip out of it, which not so bad on a daily basis when the toilet's being used, but what we tend to find every Monday morning when we're coming to work after it not being used all over the weekend is that it's leaked quite a bit of water on the floor after it's come out the overflow pipe, being it doesn't actually head off to anywhere, it just drops it on the floor. So a little job I've been meaning to do for ages. I was going to replace the whole thing, which at B&Q minus the arm and the ball, it's just for this section. You're looking, I think it was just over £5, which I'd stuck in my trolley intending to get. And at the end of the aisle I stumbled across this, a little repair kit for £1.50. It's £1.50 or just over. So I thought, oh well, I'll give that a try, because odds are it probably will just be the rubber that's gone on it. So I thought I'd give that a go. So I did have a quick look at it to see how bad the rubber was, so I just thought I'd do this video quick for you. So simple, the way they're normally in their toilet systems, as would be, that would be in the toilet system, pushed out. That would be locking up just to hold it against the side of the water tank, and then obviously your water pipe would connect on there. So you're just disconnecting your water pipe, undoing that nut, and then you can slide the whole thing out. These have a split pin, which I've already pulled out just to make life a bit easier for the video. So all you got to do is get the split pin out, then this whole arm just pulls out the way then. Now you've got a washer in the back of it, and there's also this big washer you can see in there, that would be in that front section, but odds are that's going to be the one that's the problem, because that's what seals against the hole. So I did open it up, so need a pair of mole grips, then you can just tip it up. Now I know for sure this is the problem, because this little plastic thing in there should actually have one of these little rubber washers, but as you can see it's actually completely gone. So how that's happened I don't know. So instead of it having the rubber to press against to seal it, it's just against the plastic, which obviously isn't giving it a good enough seal. So all I should have to do is replace this little rubber. It's probably a bit of a tight squeeze to get in. A little bit on the tight side. Suppose there'd need to be a snug fit to make sure to seal. I think we've got that in far enough. Don't know whether you're going to be able to see in there, but you can see the little white high pressure inlet valve. That's just a plastic, just think of it as like a teat basically. And when that arm lifts up, this pushes further in and just pushes against that little inlet valve and stops the water. So clearly, as this one didn't have one in it at all, that's obviously the problem. And you reassemble these, you can see one side there's nothing, and then you've got this slot in the other side. That's where the arm pushes into. So when you push it back together, one, make sure you've got the rubber facing inwards, and make sure it's orientated so that slot's there. Then that little arm pushes into that slot. Nice and simple, just like that. And I may as well replace the split pin. So So again, another little simple job that would probably cost you £50–60 if you called a plumber out and pop down B&Q and do it yourself for less than £2. So wiggling that into place, there we go. So obviously all I've got to do now is just bend that over. Make sure you do that, because if the arm was to fall off, then obviously the water's going to come in and not stop. Video cut out on my end, so all I was going to say was, when you finish that, it's just a case of screwing that back on. Grab a set of grips and just tighten it up. If you were to get any leaking out of there, probably just a bit of PTFE tape around the thread would sort that out. And when you put your water pipe back on, if you've got a flexi hose, it will be a rubber seal inside the flexi hose, so they don't go very often. But if you've got the little fibre washer in the top of your water pipe, if you find it starts to leak a little bit when you put it back together, you probably just have to change that little fibre washer, and that should sort that problem out. Catch you all later.